All right, welcome to the 2021 NFL playoffs presented by CBS. Here we're going to go over the matchups. So we see the Bills are the number one seed in the AFC. They're going to take on the Steelers, who upset the Chiefs. Very big upset there. And then the next round, Texans and Patriots, they have already played. And Texans actually got the win. Not a lot of people thought that would happen. But Texans did get the upset. Let's move on to the NFC, where Tampa Bay is the one seed. They will be taking on the seven seed Giants, who got a free win against the Eagles. So that should be a good matchup there. The Cardinals and Saints played, and the Cardinals had a very big win. And the Saints actually almost DC glitched at the end, allegedly. And Cardinals and Panthers take on each other. Cardinals are a pretty good team, but Panthers are new, so we'll have to see what happens there. Moving on, we have the Bills, who are the two-time reigning champions. They had an easy matchup versus Steelers this upcoming week. Despite the Steelers' momentum, they had a very big upset, but I just don't see it happening. The Bills have had a lot of close games against bad opponents, though, so we'll have to see how that turns out. I think Josh Allen has to continue to make plays for this team. Josh Allen was an MVP this season, had 6,000 yards, 61 TDs, and did have 30 picks. I give them a 70% chance to make the Super Bowl and a 35% chance to win it all. Overall, I think this team, could definitely make some noise down here in the playoffs. All right, next up we have the Steelers, and despite their first round upset, they're going to need even a bigger one versus the Bills. Did upset the Chiefs, so should give them some momentum. I think their keys to victory are going to be to contain Josh Allen. He was the MVP this season. They're definitely going to have to avoid turnovers because this Bills team known for creating turnovers, and they got to pound the rock. They had 200 rushing yards versus the Chiefs. Overall, I'm going to give them a 5% chance to make the Super Bowl and less than 1% chance to win it. I just don't see this team making any noise. Good upset, but they're going to have to move on. Next, we have the Texans, and they already defeated the former best team, the Patriots, despite being the technical favorite. However, they do have a bad matchup history versus East Side, so he's going to have to hope for an upset there. I hope the Steelers to win. However, if he does play the Bills, I think his keys to victory are winning the turnover battle. Since he's the number one team in giveaways, he's got to get some takeaways. And the only Bills loss came to the Patriots when Josh Allen threw 4 picks. So we'll have to see about if they can create some turnovers there. And they definitely have to build off their great run game. They had 130 rushing yards versus the Patriots. I think that was big for them in their victory. Overall, I'll give them a 25% chance to make the Super Bowl and only a 5% chance to win it. We'll see how this team does. They're a very big question mark for them. Moving on, we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They're a one-time former champion, and they've really been a powerhouse all year long. They haven't really had too many close games. Their only loss this season came to an AI. But they do have a tough matchup in this divisional. Although they did beat the Giants 45-22 in Week 8, there's a big rivalry between these two teams. They're both, very talented. However, I think the Buccaneers will prevail due to their receiving core. I don't think the Giants can hold them. Overall, I give this team a 55% chance to make the Super Bowl and a 35% chance to win. Overall, I think as long as their offense stays humming, they should be in a very good situation. All right, let's move along here to the Giants. Just talking about them. Big rivalry game for them versus Tampa Bay. They have to stop DeAndre Francois if they want to win this game. When they played them, Francois had 443 yards and 4 TDs, and their own quarterback couldn't keep up. He threw 5 picks. But however, if they do get this win, there's a lot of green grass ahead for them. They are most likely going to play the Cardinals, which they already destroyed in Week 14, and they have a lot of gameplay experience versus the probable AFC champion East Side and the Bills. So overall, I'm gonna give them a 25% chance to make the Super Bowl and a 15% chance to win it all. Overall, I think this team definitely needs a few more pieces, but they might be able to do it. There's a lot of talent over there. Moving on, we have the Cardinals. Cardinals started off pretty hot, but they finished 4-4, and big reason for that is that they started playing good teams. They have not been able to beat a top five ranked team this season. They're 0-4 against them, and I think that's why they've been struggling a little bit. That's why they're probably going to struggle in the playoffs. I think the big reason for that is because he's too reliant on scrambling. If Kyler Murray can be a better pocket passer, he might have a chance. Overall, I give him a 10% chance to make the Super Bowl and a 5% chance to win it all. There's a chance, but probably not likely here. Moving on, we have their matchup, the Carolina Panthers. They joined the league late, so there's a lot of upset potential in that, as they have no scouting against them. And they have beat a lot of the mid-tier teams pretty convincingly. They blew out the Saints and the Packers twice, so I can see a lot of potential in this team. Overall, I think that they must rely on Christian McCaffrey to win games. The team's really not built to win, but CMC's been carrying them on their back all season long. 200 plus yards against the Packers and 100 plus yards against the Saints. Overall, I'll give them a 10% chance to make the Super Bowl, 5% chance to win. So yeah, that's the predictions. I'll catch y'all in the off season.